class, my name is Christina Hagedorn, and this is my presentation on social perceptions relating to culture. The relevance of social cognition. Social cognition has to do with how we use cognitive strategies in order to process and apply social information. It refers to the process of perceiving others and using these cognitive strategies that, as individuals in order to make assumptions of the social world. While these are both based on the real world social environments, we also have a web-based social cognition, which is perceiving others and using these cognitive strategies through the internet in order to make assumptions of the social world. So web-based is through the internet and online, and while we have this rise of technology that has become a different area of study for psychologists. Seibert says there is some consistency between first impressions formed in response to observations in the real world and impressions based on information found on web pages. Culture and our concept of others. Culture relates to our own perception of others because it represents the customs, the traditions, and the norms that operate in one society. Culture can be referred to as the set of attitudes, ideas, values, beliefs, and behaviors shared by a group of people. What we may experience in one culture completely differs from the next, or any other culture. It's very rare that you find you will ever find the same culture. They're all different, they are all diverse, and they all have different ideas, values, and beliefs. One professor from Harvard University in the Department of Sociology says that culture is defined as the conjugate product of two reciprocal componential processes. Seibert says that humans are actually quite capable observers and interpreters of their social environment in imperfect ways. Perceptions across various cultures. Our perception of others can vary across many cultures. We can perceive any culture differently than we do the next. A single piece of information about the other's moral character can carry great weight in our perception of them, and possibly alert us to risks. So, as we perceive different cultures just differently all the way around, moral character has a lot to do with this. And research suggests that when forming global impressions of others, we tend to perceive the other's behavior in mostly moral terms. According to Spencer Oatley, if we are interested in explaining the differences across national cultures, then we must treat each culture as a single unit and rely on indices that characterize each nation as a whole, such as measures reflecting average values, wealth, health, climate, or demographic profile. Burrell speaks in a video in session 2 about conforming to society. If we perceive cultures and if we want to be a part of the culture, we have to conform to society. We acknowledge the values, behaviors that are happening in that particular cultures, and we alter our own behaviors to fit in. German culture versus American culture. So I chose to research the German culture. The Germans are actually extremely organized. The culture strives for perfection. So they strive always to be extremely organized and extremely formal in everything they do. Another note for the German culture is that work and personal lives are generally kept quite separate. And therefore, if you're invited to a dinner or social gathering with colleagues, it may not be appropriate to try and discuss business. They're very strict about that. The culture seems very formal, and as well, if business is business and that's at work, you don't come back home and talk about business. So that's something that is different from the American culture, because the American culture, sometimes you invite your coworkers out, or you go out to a restaurant, and in the American culture, there's a lot of different groups that go out and talk about work related stuff, whether it is having fun or not. So the German culture is very strict about keeping that life separate from their personal life. While Germans are extremely formal, that is also different than American culture. American culture has become less formal throughout the years and is continuing down the same path. The German culture also emphasizes punctuality. They always acknowledge whether you're on time, whether you're late, and they have a very punctual environment about them. While the American culture has been a bit more relaxed. The German culture also celebrates things such as like Oktoberfest, and that is an absolutely big deal in the German culture and something that America does not celebrate. They also have different laws than America, and this goes to their cultural aspects as well. So the different laws of the drinking age. People in Germany are 16 when it is legal to drink, compared to here in America, where we are 21, and that's a 5-year difference. So the drinking age definitely contributes to the culture in Germany, and they also have a law about jaywalking, and that is a cultural law as well, where or something cultural you'll have to conform to if you would go over there. Jaywalking is something that you can get ticketed for, and there are a lot of officers in Germany that ticket for jaywalking and make sure that you're following the laws, whether you're walking or you're driving. Insights on the German culture. Both America and Germany consist over half of the population being Christian. So that is one thing that I found that they had in common, is that America and Germany both have about 65% of people that are Christian, and then the rest are usually Catholic or from different cultures in themselves, bringing along their own religions to the country. Germans also have a commendable musicians from classical music. America does not have this, but Germany has classical music artists such as Wolfgang Mozart, Bach, Beethoven, and more, and that is kind of incredible and something that was kind of great to learn about their culture and something that they're really proud of. While Germans remain formal and businesslike, they love to socialize. One article states that Germans are a stoic people who strive for perfectionism and precision in all aspects of their lives. At first, their attitude may seem unfriendly, but there is a keen sense of community and social conscience and a desire to belong, which I thought that was really insightful, because a lot of Germans I meet usually seem really abrupt, and sometimes it can be perceived as rude. But this is just part of their particular culture and the way they act. And so they are always acting very formal and very businesslike. And I used to think that was really unfriendly. But it's not. It's just the way they act in their culture. And I have learned that throughout this studying, this has completely changed my perception of Germans, because they are friendly. They just usually get straight to the point, and sometimes they are extremely blunt about things. It doesn't mean that they don't like you or don't like a situation. That's just how they are because of the culture that has shaped them. Burrell states that everyone sees the world through cultural glasses. It is not about what you see, it is about what you perceive. As a prisoner, in Ephesians it says, as a prisoner for the Lord, and I urge you to live a life worthy of the calling you have received. Be completely humble and gentle, be patient, bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. There is one body and one Spirit, just as you were called to one hope when you were called, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all, who is over all and through all and in all. I like the Ephesians quote a lot, because I believe that we are all one in faith in Christ Jesus, and no matter what culture you are from. So it is important to understand different cultures, to conform to them, and we must use our perception to love others and adapt our own behaviors to the norms of society.